Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. This is the ThesPNation. I'm an OG YouTuber that provides luxury beauty reviews all the time. And as I always say, feel free to hit that like button, definitely hit that subscribe button, and most importantly, turn on those notification bells just so that you're aware of all the content that I have coming out. Okay guys, so Mothership 9 has finally arrived. My package, of course, arrived late as usual. But yeah, as they say, here she blows. And, it's interesting. I will go ahead and get straight into this video. We'll go ahead and show you some swatches, and then we'll go ahead and go straight into a tutorial. So here we go. So for starters, I'm going in with the Sublime Perfection Foundation, and this is in the shade MD26. I'm gonna go ahead and go with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, shade 3. Coldest Water, guys. I have a link in my description box for 10% off. It comes in different sizes. It's really cool, guys. It really works, so feel free to check it out. I'm just going to put on Master Eye Prep and Set in Deep from Makeup by Mario. I'm going to apply this to my lids to work as my base. Now I'm just going to go ahead and fill in my brows. Alright guys, so for starters, I'm going to start with Shockwave. And this is going to be my crease color. Now to intensify the crease color and the outer V portion, I'm going to use Extreme Plum Noir. I'm using the same brush. This is an EF2 from Makeup by Mario. And remember, I'm just going, and keep in mind, I'm just going in 1/3 of the way. And I'm making V shapes as I do this. And I do want to note that I fall out right here. So these matte shades definitely do a fallout. Now for the rest of the eye, I want to use more intense colors and I want it to be intense. So I'm going to use the IntensifEYES wand. And in case you're trying to figure this out, this is literally just mixing medium in a tube. That's basically what it is. It's just in more solid form. So I'm just going to apply it where I actually want it. So go ahead and just do that. Just trying not to disrupt any of the other eyeshadow. Now I'm dipping into Bronze Solaris 005. And I'm going to take my Trish brush here, Trish McAvoy. This is so pretty. This is very pretty. Like the colors just pop out. It's very pretty. I'm just going to take a clean brush and blend those two colors together. Even though they are kind of already blended. Because again, fat shadows, they kind of blend themselves, so it makes it really easy. Now in the corner of the eyes, I'm going to go with Astral Venusian Orchid. Take a small bobby brush. Just pop that in there. Now I'm just going to go in with Astral Amethyst Moon, and I'm going to take that under the eye. I should also note that when you're actually, pressing this out, don't press this out too far because you can't actually go back in. So the more you take out, the more you're basically just going to have waste. So just make sure you're being very careful when you're actually, pumping this out. Now I'm just going to take my Idole Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. This is in 460W. Go ahead and start applying that. I'm just going to go in with the Pat McGrath blush in Lovestruck. This is a blue blush, has blue undertones. However, I think it's so pretty. For the lips, I'm just going in with Mona Leslie Cameo. Just want to make the eyes the focus. So now I'm just going to go ahead and put on some lashes and put on some hair and we'll be done. Okay guys, so here's the completed look. And when it comes to this palette, there's probably 500 videos that have already, been uploaded about this particular palette. What's left to say as far as my 2 cents, I think this is a beautiful palette actually. I know a lot of people were kind of skeptical as far as how I would actually react to receiving my palette, specifically because I was one of the people who said that this is Divine Rose Part 3. And I would say that it still falls in that family a bit, but it's different enough to purchase, if that makes sense. So I do highly recommend that you purchase this. It's very pretty. I love the colors. I love special shades that, what is it called? Yes, Astral Venusian Orchid. That is such an intense, beautiful, stunning color. I can see so many looks made with this. I would say out of the Divine Rose 1 and 2 and this palette, this would probably be the best version of the 3. I gotta admit, this is pretty fun. The only downside, or the only negative rather, that I have to say about this particular palette, in my experience, is that I have 2 negatives. The first negative is that the matte shades have a lot of fallout. That's the only fallout that I actually experienced, which isn't really weird, but just so you know, that's the only fallout I experienced. And my order took, I believe, 13 days, 12 days to arrive. Don't know why. I hate Pat McGrath's website. I'm no longer shopping on her website. After I made my purchase when this came out, I was actually informed that Sephora was selling it, and I would have just bought it from Sephora if I had known to begin with, but I didn't want to go through the hassle of trying to return this back to them whenever I would receive it, because God knows when I would get my money back. So I just went ahead and and just waited and tried to be patient, even though it did greatly piss me off. You know, I'm glad that I did receive the palette finally, and it is beautiful, and it's definitely worth the money as usual, because Pat McGrath always delivers the best when it comes to quality. Feel free to let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Sound off and let me know if you actually did purchase Mothership 9. Did you decide to skip it? Why did you decide to skip it? As you know, have reviews changed your mind about the palette? You know, I'm someone who is probably one of the most honest people on YouTube in the beauty community, so you know that if I say that if something's worth buying, it's probably worth buying. But again, it's completely up to you. If you're tired of pink, if you're tired of just something that just looks too much like Divine Rose, you will hate this palette. But again, being that I am someone who was in that, I kind of am in that, you know, group, this one is different enough, like I said, to, you know, make me accept this in the family. So definitely rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll be back with a whole lot more, guys. Bye.